Welcome to Wrestling with Savage. Tonight you're going to see a little something extra spicy. Enjoy. This is Savage from Wrestling with Savage. I'm here today to watch real professional wrestling with a real professional wrestler who has a future that you can't even fathom. Mr. Max Caster, welcome. How you doing, sir?
Oh my gosh, this is amazing. And I just want to say, you are listening to Wrestling with Savage. I'm told the best podcast in the history of podcasts.
Possibly true. Yes,
It was
I
a
believe that.
biased opinion.
Absolutely, man. Max Caster, your future AEW champion. Fucking man.
Yeah.
Good shit, bro. Thank you.
Pedigree, 1, 2, 3, proud to you live as a champ. A last ride straight to hell, a tombstone, a choke slam. Here to give it to you raw. This is Wrestling with Savage. SmackDown, hold the title. This is Wrestling with Savage. What?
Wrestling with Savage begins now.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Wrestling with Savage. Yes, you are not seeing things. That was Platinum Max Caster that you did just see over there doing a little intro for us. Got to meet him at a show yesterday in Lynbrook, Long Island. Thanks to Gilch over here for calling it out. It was a good show last night. Did you have fun last night, Gilch?
A lot of fun, bro. A lot of fun. We saw some good wrestling, too. So.
We actually did. What was your favorite match from the night last night, to be honest?
I don't know. I got to think about that. There were some good ones.
I'm going with the two girls that wrestled. They were both from Worcester, Massachusetts, and they actually absolutely fucking killed it. Better than anything Liv Morgan's done on TV in 2 years, minimum. So what you need to do is start going to your local independent shows, because some of these people that are out there grinding and killing it and fucking wrecking their spine in that ring, taking bumps that you can hear all the way down the block, yeah, it's the independents that you're going to see the real bumps and the real shit. I got to see, and you got to see it too, Bad Boy Joey Janela getting busted open, hard body, with a crazy fucking elbow shot that he was definitely trying to give him receipts for immediately, because almost every move he did after that had some kind of intensity that we've never seen from Joey Janela in AEW. Which is why I was telling him, why wasn't you doing that in the AEW? Some people were laughing. It was good. Good time last night, though. But the best part, of course, was the beginning of the night when we got to meet Max Caster, just chilling in the merch room, just hanging out, not bothering anybody. And, he didn't ask us for anything. He just chill right away talking. And then we asked for stuff. We got some autographs. You bought a shirt. Hey, Max, what's up? You want to do a video, man? Yeah, no problem. Everybody else, they're like, oh, yeah, you can go to my Cameo, man. But not Max fucking Caster. Platinum Max did a video, and he even said my fucking show's name in the video. Didn't ask for a fucking penny. All it took was me asking him for an autograph and telling him that I was a big fan of his work. Everything on the mic and everything in the ring. And I'm really looking forward to his future and where he's going to go. And I think he's going to be an AEW champion. I'm not going to say world champion. I didn't say that. I did say AEW champion. I think he has potential to be a world champion because that boy is dangerous on the mic. That boy is dangerous on the mic. But tonight is not about Max Caster, unfortunately. Tonight is about Monday Night Raw. And today we saw a huge WWE power shift. And I'm going to go to Dave first. Dave, what's up, man? You heard the news today. Your boy Triple H is now the #1 dog as far as creative goes. Triple H, is that the guy that I think is the greatest of all time? Now, in my opinion, now that it's all been said and done, married the boss's daughter, in full charge of fucking creative, is there a better human being / wrestler in the world right now than Triple H, man? Top dog. When it was all said and done, top dog. What do you think, Dave?
Well, I'm disappointed that he didn't come out. I was hoping he started the show, but the start of the show was rather interesting anyway.
Yes. Absolutely.
As far as the show goes, I I don't know if he was involved in this show. I didn't. Maybe there was a little bit, but I don't think very much. So,
No, he was definitely involved, 100%, because he was there. They had a shot of him at MSG ringside with the headphones on. I don't know how involved he was, like you said. I agree with you there, but he was definitely there. He was on deck. That's all I know.
Oh, I didn't know he was there.
He was 100%.
I was waiting for the beginning of the show, and here comes the game. And
you know what it is? I think right now they're trying to stay as far away from that camera as possible. Because when they come on the screen, it's just going to bring up the fact that, Vince McMahon's gone, he's not there. They want to just focus on the superstars right now. Because that's what they're trying to do, Dave. They're trying to create new superstars. And tonight they succeeded in making Theory look like an absolute G-Unit gangster when he did what he did at the beginning of the show. Not giving a fuck that the tribal chief was there. He could kiss his fucking Money in the Bank ass. I liked it. Jay, how you doing?
I'm always doing good. The people know I'm doing good. What's going on, fellas? I want to say, first of all, shout out to Max Caster. I thought that shit was lit. I thought it was fire. So
Yeah.
Shout out to Max Caster. Shout out to you two guys, Gilch and Savage. I mean, making that happen.
It was a good time.
Especially you, Savage. I mean, big shout outs, big kudos.
Well, you know how I do when if I get in contact with somebody. I also had a conversation with Mr. Brian Myers over there. Good friend of Matt Cardona. We all know Brian Myers, probably the winner of the biggest losing streak in the history of the WWE/WWF. He had an even worse record than the Brooklyn Brawler. It takes a lot of guts to go out there and lose like that every fucking week. And last night I got to see him fight, as Gilch would call. What would you call that guy yesterday, Gilch? Again? Dollar Store Umaga?
Yes, that's Vargas.
Vargas, Dollar Store Umaga. He's not from the Samoan Islands. He's from the DR, but he has like a character gimmick like Umaga, like a wild, crazy Samoan. Has the hair, has the look, has the paint on. And they went at it yesterday. They went at it in a good match, and it ended in a DQ when Myers didn't give a fuck. The ref saw that he had the title in his hands. He said, fuck it, and just fucking nailed him with a title. Nice, stiff shot. The best part about this night was the fact that at any time you could just go to the back, and there's a bar, and the wrestlers are there just having a drink.
Well, I gotta say it was lit, but I'm gonna go back to the Raw show. I really thought it was just bad production. So if you're gonna say Triple H was a ringside, which I didn't see, just like Dave, and he was involved with some sort of headset or whatever, it's just bad production. You could just tell. That's how I see it. We could get more into it as we go, but that's how I call it.
Well, do you have any thoughts on the whole? I'm right now. I have the Power Shift banner up, and I wanted to get some thoughts from everybody about like the fact that Triple H is now just in charge.
I don't wanna.
Do you think it's a good decision or a bad decision?
I have some gloat moments here at Raw, but I'm gonna save it. But for Triple H, I mean, it is a good.
Forget about the show tonight. Pretend we didn't watch the show yet. Just when you heard the news that H is now in charge of creative, were you excited?
It is a good. I'm not. I don't think it's creative. It's talent relations, right?
No, creative.
No, he's in control of creative.
He's in full control of creative. He's the number one dog, the game, the cerebral assassin, the guy who beat up all your favorite wrestlers. That guy.
I think it's a good move because I feel he's a.
I'm lying? I'm lying, Gilch. Game. If I had some water right now, you know what? Fuck it, I'll do it.
My most favorite Stone Cold match is against Triple H, and Stone Cold lost. So there you go.
Yeah, that was a good match.
There it is.
A good match. Anyway, let's get into the segment. All right, these guys don't want to talk about the Power Shift that much. Triple H is the man. Go ahead.
I'll make it quick. So I think, like, if you would have told me a year ago, like Triple H came back, this and that, I would have been like, whatever. Right? Maybe the product will get a little better, but the momentum over at AEW is just so much, and with neither product being great as of late, like this could be big. This could be big that he's head of charge in creative. So
I feel like the timing couldn't be more perfect because, like you said, both products have been stale as of late. But I feel like
good and bad. I'm gonna say it's good and bad.
Well, I'll say this.
It's good because he could see wrestlers' potential from a wrestler's perspective, but it's bad because he's surrounded by Comedy Central writers.
AEW's got the mid-card and the bullshit built on lock. But as far as the world title picture goes, WWE's killing it right now storyline-wise. Their upcoming match at SummerSlam has so many different possibilities, scenarios, endings, questions, and, you know, at the end of the day, nobody really knows what's going to happen. Everybody has an opinion. But just like assholes, everybody's got one. And I don't care about it anymore. I've heard too much about the opinions. We're going to get into the segment. It's fitting that the biggest change in the history of the company comes on the day WWE is live from the home that helped build the WWF as we know it today. Brick by brick, show by show. From Midtown Manhattan to the mean streets of Greenwich, Connecticut, the WWE and the East Coast are synonymous with pro wrestling. The East Coast has always been the real home of the real superstars of professional wrestling. For example, why Roman Reigns is there tonight. The tribal chief is going to make sure he's coming out to New York City to delight everybody. And he's going to honor us with his presence. And New York is going to sure as shit acknowledge him. And New York popped for him tonight very fucking hard. I know you guys know that at the beginning of the night. Live on Raw, they're going to let us know, you know, what's going on. But usually Raw kicks off with commentators or a video package, or some kind of fucking nonsense. But tonight, Raw just kicks off, and The Miz and Logan Paul are just beating the shit of each other in the middle of the ring, calling at it, blah, blah, blah. Officials come in, yada, 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 the typical story. But the fact that it started off like that is that initial, like, when was the last time we even saw that? Can anybody in this room recall the last time you saw that?
NXT 2.0.
No, man. Here we go again. Now we're talk about. I know I go off the rails sometimes, but you know, you would think when I start.
You asked the question. I just answered
on Raw. Raw, look at the shirt, man. On Raw.
WWE, we are family together forever.
Yeah, forever together. Yes. Because Vince just left us, but you know. I feel betrayed by Vince McMahon. He told me together forever.
Don't get me started with that.
He's gone. My boy is gone. Live on Raw. The Bloodline's here. We see the Tribal Chief and the Bloodline with Heyman. They're all walking to the ring. MSG acknowledge me. Gets the full power. Gets about a 5-minute entrance. Then he just starts saying, "Wise man, you know, I don't even want to talk. You know, I don't even want to talk anymore." And then of course Wise Man comes on, says the usual shit, hypes up Brock Lesnar. As he usually does, hypes up Brock, hypes up the match at SummerSlam, how dangerous Brock is, what he did in the UFC, what he did to this guy, that guy, whatever the fuck, man. It never ends with this guy. Lets us know that Sunday is going to be 700 days for Roman Reigns. And Brock is looking at Saturday as 699. So Brock has it in his mind that, you know, he's on a mission. And, you know, he goes on and on to talk about all these different people. But then it's funny how he ends everything with The Rock's name. Remember he was mentioning that list, the superstars. Saves The Rock for last. Just to throw in a little hint out there. And then, you know, when you think of Roman, you will never have to think of Brock Lesnar again. Because the suplexorcist is going to kill him. Blah, blah, blah. Interrupted by Theory. Theory comes out, which I thought this was surprising. I didn't expect to see him really come out. I don't know. I just didn't see that. But he comes out, says, "So funny to me, the Bloodline talks a lot, but you seem to forget about the most important detail of SummerSlam. Not only am I going to take back my U.S. title, but I'm going to walk down to the ring just like I did right now, cash in my Money in the Bank contract, because I will be the new undisputed WWE Universal Champion." And he does a very good job of avoiding the very loud New York City what chants. They're trying very hard. You know, but they respected him enough to give him the pause. You know, they said the what, he didn't stutter, he just keeps going. And then he found a way to just go off of them. And he was using them to determine when he was going to speak. So he would then wait, after the second or third what, he started waiting for the whats. And then just he killed it. He didn't make one mistake, didn't stutter, didn't get clustered, and we've seen him get clustered before with the what chance. I believe once he kind of got, I think it was maybe the first time it really happened to him. Roman has something to say. Come in my ring and acknowledge me. Theory actually walks into the ring. Roman says, wise man, we like him, right? Heyman says he's all right. Roman says, you have no idea what you are doing with that briefcase. I think you need a wise man. I'll be that guy for tonight. Words of wisdom. Want you to start looking around. Analyze the situation. Do you understand? Your daddy is not here anymore. Very nice line. Crowd popped for this big time. Roman says, this is my ring. Fans start chanting, Daddy's gone. Now they're chanting, who's your daddy? You gotta love the New York WWE fans. We really are the absolute fucking best. I'll tell you who is daddy. If he keeps messing up, the tribal chief is his daddy. A very good line. Roman killed it in this segment. He says, I run the garden now. Drops the mic. Pats Theory on the shoulder. And the bloodline walk out. Jey Uso slaps Theory in the neck. Like, you know, kids used to do in junior high kind of shit. Like a herb. And we see Theory hit him with the briefcase, and Roman Reigns holds back the Usos. Fans chanting, you fucked up. Roman's playing very good mind games here, and I absolutely loved it. Excellent segment. One of Roman's best segments that I enjoyed. I gave it a 5-star. Jay, we'll go to you first since you have the head of the table shirt on. What do you think about this whole opening?
So if I want to start with the crowd, I don't even think this was the livest New York City crowd I ever heard. I think it was kind of the, I'll just say average crowd pops from what I heard tonight. I'm just kind of disappointed on that. I thought it'd be a lot bigger. Roman comes out, he kills it. I didn't think it started off strong at first. I thought it was the same repetitive stuff we've been overhearing, but the your daddy not anymore line just kind of killed the whole segment. They burned it down to the ground. I'm even surprised he even got permission and they let it go with it. Overall, it was great. He didn't really need to do much. Look at his facials. You could see his tongue going all like that, and he was already getting a pop. Like I said, I didn't think the crowd could have been a little more louder. I don't know, at some moments what we'll see throughout the show. You'll know what I mean. But it is a 5-star. I don't think it's one of his best segments, but it is definitely a 5-star. And what I love about this segment so much is that they trash your boy Theory. I love it. I love every inch of it, every drip of it. And it gets more and more detail as we go on. So I just love that you just go on to the next segment and we just see more of Theory as tonight. And it just proves like he's not ready to win the belt this Saturday. That's it. So I give this 5 stars.
I'll go 4.5 and keep trashing on Theory, but I mean, it's so they're trashing on him right now. It's so deadly obvious that they are letting him just eat everything right now because Sunday he's walking out with the belt, and I will put any significant amount of money on it.
I like the confidence, Dave. What say you?
I enjoyed the whole segment. You know, obviously the daddy part was hilarious. I was laughing so hard, my kids were like, Dad, what's wrong with you? So that was pretty good. I'm still not convinced that Theory is gonna even cash in. I think he's just talking shit, and I think he's gonna play a role like he's gonna come out like he's gonna cash and not do anything. So that's just me. You know, I know you are like infatuated with him right now. That's all gravy, but I think it's just a little too soon. If he's gonna cash in, it's not gonna be now. Maybe a little later. That's just my belief.
I don't think you're wrong with he might not be ready, but I don't think it matters. I think they put him where they're gonna put him, and they're ready for him, even though we don't. And I agree. I don't. He's not nearly a complete product in the ring yet, but they have him.
Well, I'll say this. He's more ready than any other 23-year-old on the fucking face of the earth. I'll say that. I don't think you're going to find another 23-year-old that's wrestling better than he is right now. To be honest, I don't think you are. I really don't. Not at that level.
Sorry, I'm going on mute for this shit.
Yeah, I don't think so. But I'm not, I wanted Seth Rollins to win the briefcase, to be honest with you. So the fact that Seth didn't win the briefcase, I thought that would have been a way better storyline. The fact that they just threw him in here was a curveball at the end. Don't forget that. So, but to me, I'm just picking up on the signs. I'm only doing what my natural wrestling guts instincts tell me. I've been watching WWE and Vince McMahon's creativity for over 35 fucking years, And I know when he sends the signal sometimes. And unfortunately for you guys, it must be nice living in the fantasy land you do, where you can really believe that Theory's not going to win the title on Saturday night. There's a new day. It's not going to be 700J, unfortunately. And I'm sure that was Vince's last personal touch on the business. It's going to be, he's giving you Theory, and you should be thanking him for it. But let's move on to more Theory, like Jay said. Jay, you're right. It's more Theory. Because, he's not the future of the company, right? Because, he's just in every other segment. But, we're going to get a promo? No, we're going to get a match for some reason. No announcement, no hype, no reason, no rhyme, no nothing. Drew McIntyre versus Theory. I was like, holy shit. Now, Dave might say, oh, I don't think Triple H was there tonight. Dave, in what world do you think the normal people would have came up with this match? This had Triple H all over it. Because he wants to turn the kid into a fucking star. And how do you do that? You put him in the ring with other stars. He hasn't been in the ring yet. They have a good match. Both people go over. There was a reason and a rhyme for, the ending. Because, the Brawling Brutes hate Sheamus. These guys actually had a pretty good match, man. They killed it, I thought, for the little time they had. That was my only complaint for the match, that it was too short, Theory goes on to say that, that's the introduction I deserve. Now he's interrupted by Drew McIntyre. Seems like we have a match. Theory tries to chop Drew, and Drew just stares him down. Theory with another chop. Now Drew grabs Theory, turns him around into the corner, clobbering shots, just picks up Theory, throws him with ease, launches him across the ring. We get the chin breaker by Theory now, multiple shots and kicks, stomping down at Drew. And at this point, I knew that this was Triple H that booked this match. And the reason I know that is because there's no way Theory's going to just have a match with Drew with regular booking and then be able to just throw him around like that. Triple H told Drew, you're going to have a match with this kid, make him look good, make him look like he's on your level. And they had equal share of the spots. It wasn't just like an abusive show of Drew just kicking the shit out of him or claymoring him. Because Drew right now, they have how high? You know what I mean? He's coming out with a fucking cane pyro. He has a fucking sword. He's kicking the shit out of 3, 4, 5 fucking people at a time. And then you're just going to put Theory in a match with him? And Theory's actually going to go toe-to-toe with a guy that they're putting over as a Scottish warrior psychopath, whatever the fuck. So you can't tell me the booking isn't there. They want to make this kid look good. And the match ended in DQ, so then both guys go on their separate way and everybody looks okay. Of course, this is going to turn into another fucking match. But what did you guys think of the first match? Gilch, I'll go to you first.
I was enjoying the first match, and not gonna lie, I didn't watch the rest of it.
I don't blame you.
Yeah, as soon as I saw it starting to break down to what it was, I was like, why not just remove this and let these two guys go at it for that entire time? But
yeah, no, I was pissed off because I thought they could have had a great 20-30 minute match, a quality match, but then it turns into this, bullshit getting Sheamus involved in Butch and all them, but whatever. I guess we got to get them TV time. Do you guys want to comment on the first match, or you want me to just go into the tag match that happened?
Do go on.
Well, we get
on the attack.
Yeah, well, like I said, we got Theory versus Drew, but then all of a sudden, somehow, it turns into Theory and Sheamus versus Bobby Lashley and Drew. Of course, Bobby Lashley's got to get involved because he's going to be fighting Theory for the United States Championship at SummerSlam, and it's in a few days. So, they have no other choice but to send him down here and get himself involved in this match that didn't make any fucking sense to begin with.
It's bad production, like I said.
If it would have been just a match, though...
It's always the same shit on Raw.
Yeah, no, I know.
One match to another.
I was thinking we were going to get a 3-on-3 match today. Because for a second, I thought this was going to turn into a 3-on-3 because of how many people were in the ring. I was like, oh, they're just going to have someone else go down there and it's going to be a 3-on-3 shit show. But then, no, it's a 2-on-2. Sheamus, Theory, Bobby, Drew. Back from break, we see Sheamus in full control of Drew, beating him up in the corner, hits the nice backbreaker, talking mad shit to Drew. Sheamus dropped by the big Glasgow kiss and is able to get the tag in on Bobby, who comes in on fire, hits Sheamus with a hard elbow, huge clothesline, and a spear in the corner. We see a huge suplex on the fella. Now Theory in the ring, and he is dropped with a reverse Russian leg drop, sending Theory face first to the ground. Now Lashley outside, gets outsmarted by Sheamus and lands the nasty knee to the face, all set up by Butch. Theory was loving all this shit. He's like, this is great. Butch is now in the ring, pissing off Drew. Moments later, we see Drew hit the Billy to Billy on Butch. Now, Brawling Brutes are ejected from ringside. About time. We go to break again. We see Drew lands a very nice powerbomb to Theory, covering a kick out. Lashley in the ring with a nice choke slam on Theory. Theory took and sold that very well. Cover, now Sheamus with a knee to the back of Bobby's head from the top rope. And this was actually really nice by Sheamus for, his size to be able to still do this at his age. Landed pretty good shot right in the back of Bobby's head. Now Drew sends Sheamus to the outside. Both men fighting outside. Sheamus with a white noise on the outside. Stiff bump. Now Bobby's still just done. Theory's on his feet again. Now we see Theory go for the 8-count down, but he pauses when he sees Dolph Ziggler, who is at ringside, and this allows Bobby to apply and connect with the Hurt Lock, picking up this submission victory. Dolph has screwed Theory yet again. As Theory is walking away with his briefcase, we see the Usos connect with a double super kick, and here comes the Tribal Chief to hold the briefcase over Theory, place it back on his chest, and tells him when you cash in on Sunday, make sure you bring this with you. I thought that was actually a nice ending to the... I gave the whole thing a 3.5, though, to be honest with you. Jay, you first. What do you...
Savage, you're more generous than Santa Claus himself.
Wow.
That is the 3.5 star here. But I saw some nice moves. I saw Drew hit the 2 belly-to-belly release throw suplexes, followed by the neck breaker. I like the spot when Drew hit the belly-belly release from Butch to Holland. That was also a good spot. There was some nice moves. The white noise was a great spot. There was very, very nice moves in this match. But overall, it just wasn't doing it for me. Crowd wasn't very much into it. That's what I'm talking about, this New York City crowd. Because I would be going ape shit, but...
That's because we weren't there, Jay. Shit. If we were there, you would have heard it.
There. If I was going there, I'd be going ape shit. Because we don't come to New York a lot, especially MSG on a Raw. We only come to live events. So I would have went completely ape shit. We don't need to see Dolph Ziggler. I told you this is Theory next feud. Roman Reigns just giving him the briefcase just basically prove it that it's not going to cash in. But I really hate, even though I love Theory to get shit.
Well, explain how it proves.
Hold on.
I'm asking you to explain how.
Because he is going to Dolph Ziggler. This is the next program. This is the next feud. Point blank and period. I hate it as much as you do, guys. I hate it. I think it's a waste of time. Just like Lashley, it's a waste of time. But we got to see it. I'm sorry. This is the proof right here that Roman giving in the briefcase. But I only saw okay wrestling, so I'm going to give it a 2.
2? Dave, how about you?
The match is actually pretty good, considering how it started and kind of like changed along the way. Drew actually looked pretty proud, came out pretty strong in this match. He was pretty much throwing everybody around, so that was good. I agree with Jay with the white noise. That was a good spot outside. Besides that, the match was, pretty like straightforward match. So the end was good because of the whole Roman Reigns and stuff like that. I like that part. And come to think of it now, it just dawned on me, like, it is true. I mean, Ziggler could potentially like super kick the shit out of him when he tries to like cash in or something, like that's what the story looks like is leading to.
Really?
That's
interesting.
I mean, think about it. Every Raw, hold on, let me finish.
Go.
Every Raw that Theory has been coming out the last 3-4 weeks, who has come out at the very end and interfered?
Yeah, Dolph, yeah.
And then today, Dolph finally spoke.
Yeah.
Out of all this time.
Yeah.
And what did he say? We'll get to that point when it gets
Dave, who was the biggest star in the main event tonight?
In the main event?
Yeah, who's the biggest star in the main event? Roman Reigns. And what's he in the main event of at SummerSlam? He's in the main event, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We saw Dolph come out, right? The mid-car superstar, the dirty dog. Yeah. Who ended the show, Dave?
Theory didn't end it.
No, but who did?
Seth Rollins.
There you go. Hallelujah.
Seth is feuding with Riddle, though. That doesn't...
Yes, but he is also...
But he's not going to do anything.
He is also Theory's archangel.
Here we go. Mysterio.
He already said it. He already said it on TV. He gave the hint.
Goodness.
He told them he's gonna give him some pointers. Seth was laughing at Roman Reigns. Did you not notice it?
All
Laughing.
I know is that.
I know Gilch
is that
saw it
this
because
Saturday-
Gilch loves fucking Seth. He loved it. He
If
loved it.
Saturday Dolph comes out and super kicks the shit out of him after cashing in, I'm going to immediately call you and laugh at you.
I won't be picking up my phone, so know that you'll be wasting your fucking
That
time.
his candy ass is gonna win this fucking weekend. So go ahead and keep thinking that.
If Saturday
man.
ends with him cashing in and losing, and somehow Roman walks out of this thing still fucking champion, I need like a vacation from WWE. I really do.
I mean, like we've been talking for what months now that he's gonna break Hogan's record.
Want him to.
He's not gonna break it if he loses this weekend. So,
That's because he's not gonna break it. Now deal with it.
Break it, bro.
Yeah, fucking you're
300
right.
left.
this is why I think
Yeah,
this deep down
fucking right.
is why he wants Theory to win,
Right.
because he doesn't want that record broken.
No, I want Theory to win because
How
honestly,
great of a record can it be? If
I'm tired. And see, here's the other thing. How many times can you keep screwing someone over? Dolph's been screwing him over again and again and again and again. But guess what?
hasn't
He
been
ain't going to
meaningful.
be able to do it when the fucking lights are at their brightest and Theory is going to shine like a fucking 23-year-old, youngest ever Universal Champion. And I'm going to clip this and make sure I email it to you every day on the year of his anniversary of the first time he fucking wins. And I'm going to press this button and that clip has been created. And you heard the click, bitch. I know you heard the fucking click.
How far is he away from setting the record? Is it something that's close or no?
300 days, maybe, something like that.
100 something days.
300 days
Like
more?
1,000.
That sounds like
something like that.
WrestleMania.
No.
That's like a whole year, Dick. No, let's go with the whole year,
He's gonna
man.
do it. He's gonna do it.
Just the way that he's
gonna break it.
The way that he talked to some of those house crowds and that whole like I won't be here forever.
He's done, bro. That's why he came out to the Garden tonight. This is his farewell fucking tour. He's going to take a big break. He's going fishing, man. Roman is done. He needs to get back to the islands and get back to his roots.
You ever think that they're giving him this break because he's gonna hold the title this time?
No. Not at all. Not at all. Okay. I'm not saying there's no chance of him winning everything. Like, honestly, there's a 90% chance that he does walk out of this fucking thing with the title because, I mean, that's what the last year says. But that's only on odds based on the WWE universe. Right? 90% of the WWE universe thinks that Roman's going to win because Roman's going to win. That's what Roman does. He fucking wins. But now Theory is that super heel. Everybody hates him. He gets booed out of the building. In almost every building he goes to the last 2 months, he's on his way to be the company's biggest heel. Bigger than The Miz. And you're not going to just piss on that because you want to break some stupid record. There's something called momentum. All right? If you want to talk about real records, no one's ever going to break Ric Flair's record. He's a 69,000-time world champion.
I will never.
Like, if you count all the bullshit titles.
WWE, though.
Mid-card guy.
Oh.
Holding the belt right now.
We're talking about WWE.
He's not even a top merch seller. I will never put him on the top. Never.
He doesn't even have any fucking
His
merch.
shirt look corny.
He's got like 2 shirts and like 1 toy. Give him a break.
It's corny. I don't even want it.
Man,
I know you don't want it.
I
His
remember,
music
Nobody
had
wants
too, the
I
8
remember,
down shit.
I remember the last
You,
time.
but you act like him winning is gonna like be a bad thing for business. It's gonna change things up. People are gonna tune in to see what the fuck's going on. Why is he the champion? And he's not even gonna hold on to the belt for long. There's probably gonna be multiple people that get the belt off of this whole thing in the next like 6 weeks, 6 months,
Cody
whatever.
Rhodes, I would applaud him, but that's the only way I'm.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see 4
When
new
he screws
fucking
Cody
champions,
Rhodes.
with the last one being Seth Rollins by the end of the year.
Cody Rhodes.
I'm gonna
I want
laugh
to
if
see
he's gonna
Cody
be
Rhodes.
Baron Corbin part 2.
I
Here's
want
my
to
question,
see
though.
Cody Rhodes at
Here-
WrestleMania next.
I have one question for everybody, and Gilch goes first. Do you want to see them keep the titles like connected and maybe have just one title, or do you want to see each title go back to its brand?
I've hated the brand split for
Okay,
a million
good.
years.
I agree. Dave,
yeah.
same, right? Jay, same.
Definitely unified.
Yeah, unified. Yeah,
please.
we need one fucking world champion. We're tired of this 2 world champion
It's
shit.
Stupid.
All right, stop it. Stop it. And delete the 24. I'm
big
glad.
W.
You know, at least we didn't see 24/7 segment tonight, right? Thank God.
Oh yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? So, like,
I miss that shit.
oh, yeah, man. Unfucking real. Unfucking real. But guess what? Guess what's next, guys? Theory was having a bad night tonight, though. You know, the reason I gave that match a 3.5 star is because the way Roman ended it. You know, telling him, make sure you bring this with you on Saturday. You might need it. You know, I thought that was great. Like, that made it from a 2.5 to 3.5. Just because it's like he's the tribal chief, and he came out like 3 times tonight. That's awesome. We saw him more tonight than we have in the last like 2 months combined. Like, if you think about it. So, I liked it.
Good.
I liked it, man. I don't have a problem with Roman. I wouldn't have a problem if Roman stays. If he wants to
Ratings
stay,
go up.
if he wants to stay for 3 years and be the champion for 3 years, then more power to him, bro. Do your thing. Break everybody's fucking record. If that's the case, you might as well stay for 6 years and break Bruno's record too and call it a day. What's the point of beating one old guy's record if you're not going to beat the other old guy's record? It doesn't matter. You
He
know?
needs to do it.
If you're not going after Bruno's record, then it's pointless, the record. I'm just going to say it right now. But yeah, Theory was having a pretty
There's no
fucking
way.
rough night.
Nobody's never gonna break that record.
There's going to be a match later tonight that we're going to see between Alpha Academy and AJ Styles and Dolph Ziggler. They kind of have like a small moment. But, you know, there's an interview going on. Dolph says Theory is almost as handsome as me. He's talented, blah, blah, blah. He gets interrupted by AJ Styles, who's now praising Dolph. Now American Alpha interrupts and says, I can't listen to a guy who is jealous of another guy who has already surpassed their career. I got a cure for jealousy. We can beat the hell out of you, you know? We can beat it out of you. Right out of you. Then they announced the match for later tonight. Then we get the segment, which I thought we were going to see more of. But as far as more, I mean like more celebrating or more video packages of moments. Because when they did Randy's 20th anniversary, didn't they put like way more into it than what they did for Ray tonight? Am I wrong? So Rey Mysterio video package. Give me a second. I was gonna say this, and you know, we just get a nice sick video package of Rey Mysterio that was really nice looking. He even had Metallica theme music. I thought that was fucking awesome, man. Awesome. It, you know, basically shows pictures of him with his son growing up over the years in the WWE, where he would eventually become a wrestler and fight alongside with his father, show them winning the tag team championships together. All that's cool shit. We get the break, we come back, then the interview with Dolph happened, and then we get the segment where Ray, he comes down to the ring with his son Dom, says, this is special. I've been able to make money, make rivalries. Guys my size were not part of the business back then, and I broke that so-called blueprint of what a superstar should look like. Now, as a smaller guy, and as a damn proud Latino, I became world champion at WrestleMania 22, made a lot of friends along the way, and, you know, I want to thank them for helping pave the road for me. Dean Malenko, K-Dog, Batista, Kurt Angle, Edge, of course, Eddie Guerrero. Says, Eddie, I love you. I miss you every damn day. Chokes up a little bit. I would not be here without you, and I know you're always watching over me. Thank you, Eddie. I love you, son. You will carry on the Mysterio legacy. Thank you, fans. I love you. Thank you for rocking with me. I want to thank all of you tonight. And then he said a lot of stuff in Spanish, which I was hoping Dave could translate. So, Dave, please give us some insight on what Ray was really going on about at the end.
It's almost the same thing. He was just saying in Spanish,
Okay.
You know, the love and admiration that he had for everyone, and you know, being proud Latino and stuff like that. So, pretty much straightforward, same thing.
So pretty much the same thing. Well, then we get a match because, of course, Finn Balor, Damian are going to come down, disrespect the little ceremony they're having. And I thought it was weird because they had all his family in the back during the match. So I was like, why weren't they out in the ring with them? Like, wouldn't that have made more sense? And then like Judgment Day comes down and, you know, does, you know, all the stuff they were doing the whole night, like do it all in one segment and like, you know, go all out and like piss off Ray by attacking the whole family type of shit. Like, really go after them.
was like a big party in the back. I didn't even know who the hell all those people were.
Yeah.
Hello.
They were pulling out the Patron and everything.
The Ray 20-year celebration would come to a quick end in the ring, at least, because his son was out there with him. But then the Judgment Day started making their way to the ring, so we're gonna get the Mysterios versus Judgment Day. Back from break, of course. It looks like Ray of old. In the beginning of this match, I gotta give Rey Mysterio props. For the first couple of minutes, he was going fucking hard. He was running fast. He was kicking hard. He actually looked like the old Rey Mysterio for like 2 or 3 minutes, man. It only took a couple of more minutes to make that change.
And then the old man kicked it.
But I gotta admit, it looked hella good in the beginning, man. It looked like he had extra motivation to put on a good match tonight. And I was liking his work. He had nice shots, nice Hurricane Rana in the beginning, nice double Russian leg sweep with his son even. Really nice selling for Finn when Balor took control, sending Ray into the corner. Damian with a kick to Ray, who does not sell it at all. I don't know if you guys caught that. And Damian with a very weak Stinger splash, which looked so fucking bad. Like, to me, that was the worst move Damian Priest has done in his entire career. And I saw him wrestle at WrestleMania Access Weekend. And he was more impressive that night than he was tonight. All right? And Dave saw it too. Dave saw it too. That was pretty upsetting a little bit. But then he goes for a cover after that shitty Stinger splash, which even made less sense. You just did the worst splash of your career and you're going to pin this guy now? It's disrespectful to him. On the night you're supposed to be celebrating him, God, we get a kick out now, an arm wrench submission. Ray quick to his feet, attack to Balor. Balor comes in, scoop slam from Damian real quick, and then Balor with a stomp over the top rope on Ray's chest that looked like it actually fucking hurt. Now an elbow into a sleeper hold in the middle of the ring. Ray with a nice enziguri actually, Dom tagged in, hits a nice cross body from the top rope. Now a nice arm drag and botches the leap onto the second rope, but quickly recovers. Hits a pretty shitty drop kick. Tries for a diving attack on Damian through the ropes, but Damian catches him and shoves him into the barricade as we go to break. And we get a roar from Damian as we go, he's screaming and shit, going crazy. Back from break, Ray in control on Damian until Damian connects with a big kick to the mouth of Ray. That looked good. Cover and kick out, Damian goes for like the razor's edge. Ray counters into a Hurricane Rana, and now Balor with a big shotgun dropkick in the corner that always looks stiff. Whether it is or isn't, I don't know, but it always looks stiff. Now he lands the coup de grace on Dom with a save, breaking the cover. Finn now dumping Dom over the top rope. Damian now grabbing a steel chair, and Balor is smiling. Damian distracts the ref. Now Ray uses the chair after Finn tries the old Eddie move. He tries to, throw the chair and then fall down, but then Ray flips on him. He throws the chair to him, but then the ref doesn't even do anything. It was terrible. We end up getting a double 619 from Ray and Dom. Ray's kick looked like it didn't even connect at all. Ray with a splash on Finn and picks up the 1-2-3. I gave this match a 1.5 star. I was going to give it a 2. I have 2 written on here. But after thinking about how bad that 619 is, no, it's a 1.5. Way too many fuck-ups by all parties involved except Finn Balor. Finn Balor was the only one who didn't make any mistakes tonight that I noticed. Dave, you go first since you love Ray.
The opening segment, when he came out, I really enjoyed it. Representing Latinos and stuff like that. So that part I really appreciated. It goes to show how professional Ray is, because even on the day that's supposed to be celebrated, he's freaking taking beatdowns to put people over and stuff. So it shows how dedicated he is of a wrestler, how much love he has for it. So the match wasn't that great. You can see his age. Dominic definitely showed that he needs practice in this one.
Yeah.
Aside from that, I'm with you. I probably will give it a 2 just because of the celebration.
Okay.
But it wasn't really that great of a match,
No. Yeah, not at all. Not at all. Gil, how about you? What'd you think of this match? Same shit?
It was a 2 for me. I thought the chair spot was cute when it was happening, and then when the ref turned around, I was like, okay, it's going to end in a DQ. Like, it led to nothing. The whole point of it was to see you while you're down, and there's the DQ. I think I would have gave it a better grade if it actually ended like that than how it ended.
Yeah, it didn't make sense. It was kind of a shitty ending, to be honest. Jay, what did you see?
Well, I'm gonna start off with the whole promo. Thought it was great. Thought he represented with the Latinos, like Dave said. It was a good speech. I love the Eddie part. You could tell he was very emotional. He even teared at one point. What I did not need to see is this fucking match. I don't know why we even had a match. I don't give a shit about the fucking match. I don't. And what made it worse was Dominic Mysterio was in the fucking match. That's what made it worse. A guy trying to do a tilt-a-whirl spinning bulldog that looked like shit in the middle of the fucking rain on fucking TV on fucking New York City and MSG. That's what it does. But no, let's put him on the show. Let's put him with bad footwork. And let's do this slow crossbody from the top rope and all this silly, stupid, I'm the Undertaker and I'm going to walk and arm drag you. And it's going to be so bad because I'm flipping the guy and I don't know how to flip him because he doesn't know where I'm throwing him type of shit. It's horrible. It's fucking silly to me that we got to see this fucking kid. Well, we got to see him and we got to continue to see him. But Ray with his nice little frog splash tribute to Eddie and the whole piece of shit, I give it a half a star.
Half a star, nice. I think the only thing that could have made Dom look good tonight is if he would have beat the shit out of his father before Judgment Day even got to the ring.
When's it gonna happen already? Right, this is what all this is.
You know, it could have like been great because he could have had his sister there, his mom there, and then just like beat the shit out of his dad like right in front of them. Yeah, you like that shit? Fuck that! Just go fucking crazy, and then join the Judgment Day.
He's gonna be like, you're not even my real dad. Viva la raza.
Yeah, anything, man. I don't know, anything. But you know, they had a good opportunity to do that tonight. I wonder if they even considered it. Maybe, but. We don't know. We're never going to know. But I do know this. ESPN and a lot of other sports critics, they like to have these award shows called the ESPYs. You ever heard of them? The ESPYs? It's funny because my wife's short version of her name is ESPY, so it's like she has a whole award show named after her, which is cool. But Cody Rhodes' ESPYs victory. Cody Rhodes has made it into Monday Night Raw yet again, and he's not even on the fucking show. But he's made it here on Wrestling with Savage because he's Cody fucking Rhodes, and his moment was the moment of the year. Do you guys agree with that, or do you feel there's another moment that was... Does anybody know the other moments that were even nominated, or did they just pick this unanimously?
I believe they just showed you that. I didn't see them show you the choice of what happened.
Well, I think if you watch the actual award show, they probably have like nominees and then a winner, right?
Oh, yeah. I think if you watch it, it's similar to like a regular.
Well, personally, did anybody here remember another moment that was better than that moment this year? And they're talking about his return. Not even to me, the Hell in a Cell was more the moment of the year for me.
As far as I remember, I know the other nominee was Austin's return to WrestleMania.
So Cody Rhodes beat Stone Cold Steve Austin in an award category. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's impressive.
Kill me now.
I was there. It was awesome to see Cody. But I'm biased, so I think Stone Cold.
In my opinion, I know you're probably, I don't know if you agree with me, but I did enjoy Stone Cold's return this year. It's right up there with all the greatest moments because it was just awesome to see him in the ring again after, so many fucking years. And then actually have a match, actually take a bump on concrete. I agree with you. It was great. But Hell in a Cell, Cody Rhodes, to me, that was the moment of this year. That moment when he took off that jacket. And the whole crowd was like, what the fuck is going on? To me, that was the moment of the year. I don't know if you agree with me, but that's my moment of the year. So I think the ESPY's got it wrong. But, yeah. Is that your moment of the year, Jay?
He still won it anyways.
True.
I think
What's your moment of the year, Jay? If the awards were called the Jays, what would be the J of the year?
Shit, man. It will be when Zion went for Apollo Crews last week.
Yeah.
And he cut the Guild promo, and now he's going to fight him tomorrow night.
How about you, Gilch? What's your Gilch of the year?
Moment of the year.
The Gilches.
Moment of the year.
I really enjoyed the Cody return at WrestleMania. I also watched it at like a wrestling themed bar.
So you had it, yeah. It was, of course, yeah.
The bar was going fucking nuts.
No,
it was like
I ain't gonna argue it, man, because I was super fucking hyped to just see him come out too, because there was still no confirmation of it, right? I think it was a surprise.
Listen, I was there, so everybody waiting that moment. I'm sorry to cut you off, but waiting that moment.
You're good.
When the pyro was cutting out and we're all standing there like come on, please be Cody, please be Cody, please be Cody.
Oh, there you go.
Everybody's like,
You're
come
right.
on, please, please. And then boom, when the music came on, oh my God, everyone went nuts.
You're fucking right, and that's why I won the moment of the year at the ESPYs. So congratulations to Cody Rhodes. Shout out to you. Your brother Goldust is proud of you.
Funny thing, like you said, like you didn't know if it was him then. All right, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be him. All right, what character is he coming out of? Like even now, like no one really knew if he was gonna come out full American Nightmare, you know. So I mean, very cool.
Yeah. After this Cody Rhodes video package, which wasn't really a long video package, they just showed him winning. They showed a bunch of other celebrities and superstars that were there. I think they spent more time showing all the other superstars than they actually did showing Cody. But you know, that's neither here or there. Back from break, we see Ray celebrating with his family. They have a present for him, which is his original 1997 Halloween Havoc outfit, saying they had to really dig to find it. Now we see, guess who? Rhea Ripley makes her return to Monday Night Raw. We haven't seen her in a while, so I'm very happy to see her. It means that she's been cleared. She's good to go. She's okay. Ripley comes in, shoves Ray's daughter right in the face. Now the Judgment Day just dragging Rey Mysterio away, beating his ass, and his family does nothing. I thought this was so stupid. There's like 15 people in your family that are in that room, and these 3 people are going to come lay hands on the daughter first, which is a girl. So all the other men that were in that room are just okay with someone coming and assaulting their niece or cousin.
The Latin paid actors by WWE. They're doing fucking scumbags.
Man, they were Rhea Ripley. We see, like I said, shoves Ray's daughter in the face. You see Judge Ray dragging away Ray, beating his ass. Family does nothing. Finn just says, "It's not your anniversary. It's my birthday." And then all you hear from family members is, "Oh my God! Oh my God!"
Yeah, I could have sworn.
I googled it. That's a
And then he said, "Whose party is it now?" Hey Dom. Finn's like, "Whose party is it now?" I thought that was a good line. I enjoyed that. "Whose party is it now, Ray?" And then you hear, Damien just saying, "Dom, hey Dom." That was good too. But that's gonna end that, right? And then we get the next video package of Becky, Lynch, and Bianca. More of the same crap from Bianca. They come out in the ring. She's talking all that shit, fastest, toughest, blah blah. Becky, she's trying to talk, but Bianca just keeps babbling away, and Becky has heard enough, and I was happy to see this because it ended fast. The women were going at it in the middle of the ring. Earrings come off. Bianca tries to dump Becky over the top ropes, but then Becky holds on to the hair of Bianca, dragging her over the top rope. Now the ladies flying over the announce table, continue to beat each other, and then finally officials come down to break it all up. End of segment. I thought it was short, sweet, perfecto. Not too much talking, not too much fighting. We now know that you're going to fight at SummerSlam. Great. Fantastic. Gilch, what'd you think?
Yeah. It was okay.
I'm not grading it. Dave, you grading it?
No.
I don't know.
No? Jay, you grading it? We're skipping? We're moving?
What was Becky wearing?
But
Becky was wearing her White Ranger outfit. I don't fucking
By
know.
week it gets better.
Got
You know what that
ninja.
is?
Getting ridiculous now.
My sources told me it's the Space Channel 5 outfit from the Dreamcast game. That's what they told me. That's the outfit.
Wow. Brought it back on that one. Damn.
Possibility. If she cuts off a few pieces, she can go Fifth Element on that shit. I like it.
But we need a title change. I think this proves it. Belair's
She should come out
streak is over.
At
It's over.
SummerSlam in the
The promo
Fifth
was whack.
Element girl
Promo was
outfit
whack.
costume with the
She
strings.
does have the hair doing everything.
Yeah, she would fucking kill it. She would fucking kill it. And then Seth Rollins later on down the line, he could shave his head and try to be like John McClane. And
And she can come out and be like, boom.
he comes out with no shoes, his feet are bleeding, and he has just like fucked up wife beater. It'd be great. It'd be great. It really would.
I thought Seth was going to moonwalk out the show tonight. So that's
No,
another story.
but next we're going to get an interview with Alexa Bliss, and says it's fine that Doudrop keeps challenging me for matches. I don't know what they're after. I love Lily, but she doesn't need me. She's number one at WWE Shop. Now let me tell you why I'm number one. It does not matter who wins at SummerSlam. Mark my words, I'm reclaiming my place at the top of the women's division. I just wish she was saying this on the division that Liv Morgan was on. But she's not. She's saying it on Raw. And that's a big statement by Alexa Bliss. That's the most we've heard from her talk about her actual, like, what she wants from her career kind of interview in a while. Did anybody actually believe her?
I liked it.
That's not what I asked. I asked, did you believe her?
Did I believe it? I don't know. She got to do a little more.
Damn. How about you, Jay? You got some faith? Or is Alexa on the list?
Great promo. Lose the fucking doll.
It's number 1 on WWE Shop. How can she lose it?
Make money.
Lose the fucking doll. Lose the fucking gimmick. Lose the fucking doll, and then I'll believe it.
Okay.
Great
okay,
promo.
Okay. All right. Back from break, we see officials working on Rhea, and now Judgment Day comes back for more, and this time Rhea has help, but Rhea comes from the other side and kicks him, says, Happy 20th, Rhea, haha. And then that's done too. I thought that was funny too. We get a match now between Alexa Bliss and Doudrop with Nikki Ash. Nikki gets involved fast, tries to trip Alexa, then she grabs Lily. Alexa then nails Nikki, sends her flying off the apron. Doudrop now with a big crossbody pin attempt to start the match, just beating up on Alexa, splash in the corner. Nikki back on the apron now. Doudrop with some slaps and a suplex to Alexa. Now another cover. Kick out. Doudrop with a shoulder thrust now goes for another. Alexa dodges this one. Goes for some offense. Doudrop counters. Now Doudrop runs after Alexa, and Alexa trips her up. Multiple strikes, shots, knees to the face, all that good stuff. Nice drop kick into the cover. Doudrop kicks out Alexa with a DDT and the win. 1.5 star. We see Alexa even sign an autograph, which I thought was very cool of her. You rarely see that on TV. A superstar signing a fucking autograph. You rarely see that. Sometimes, but not, usually they just go back to the back. But 1.5 star. And the 1 is for Alexa. The 0.5 is for Nikki and Doudrop combined. But, Gilch, what's your take on this?
Nothing.
Cool. Dave?
No grade.
Get this shit.
Jay?
Listen, if you want me to believe Bless is going to be a champion, then cut the lab slap shit. It was too much of every fucking 5 seconds. And no, I'm not going to talk more about it. That should just speak enough volumes.
I got you. Well, we're going to get a segment now. We see Logan Paul and AJ. AJ says, I like what you did, but that does not mean I like you. I don't know you or what you do and all that, but I like what you did. Do me a favor and shut up the Miz at SummerSlam. Then, of course, we're going straight into Impulsive TV with Logan Paul. He's going to get his own show. He says it's like Miz TV, but people actually watch it. Logan screams, New York City, my brother's going to be fighting next weekend. Boo! Everybody just booing. Nobody likes his brother. It's not next weekend. It's today. And I thought this was kind of dumb, actually, when he said, it's not next weekend. It's today, and it's tonight. And tonight is Monday Night Raw. And the debut of Impulsive TV, baby. Ha, ha, ha. Says it's like Miz TV, but people watch. Miz, I want to finish what we started earlier. Get out here and let's do this in the mecca of entertainment. Oh, I'm actually surprised. You love attention. Come on, Miz, get out here. Says, I know you're hiding back there with your tiny prunes. Now, here comes Maurice. Maurice has to join the show. And, she comes out, says, I don't appreciate you talking about my amazing, fantastic, incredible, super reality star husband. Says, second, you don't talk about my kids ever again. And most of all, keep my husband's package out of your mouth. Talks about the size of average balls. Logan says, who measures their balls? Now here comes the Miz. Miz says, I do. But so does every man in this arena. But this is not about that. This is about me and you at SummerSlam. I gave you everything, Logan. Without me, no Mania match, no SummerSlam match. You owe everything to me. I taught you everything you know, but not everything I know. At SummerSlam, you're getting big moment Miz. You're getting the Miz that beat John Cena at the main event of WrestleMania 27. You're getting the Miz, who's a 2-time Grand Slam champion. Miz says, you will know why I'm awesome. Logan says, shut up. I always knew you had tiny balls. Maurice slaps the mic out of his mouth. Congrats. You got bigger balls than your husband. Now here is a champ called Ciampa. Former NXT champion coming out to beat the shit out of Logan Paul. Helped the Miz beat up Logan. Logan tries to attack the Miz. He just ignores Ciampa, keeps going after the Miz, but Ciampa's not having it, beats the shit out of him. So obviously, with Ciampa involved in all this, we have to think that the Miz is gonna win at SummerSlam. Like, I mean, what do you think about this, Dave?
I hated this whole thing. It's stupid. You're gonna have a show, but you're gonna call out the guy to fight him. Like, kind of defeats the purpose. The best part was the part when Miz admitted that he measures his balls. I think that was the best part of the whole segment.
I thought the best part was when Maurice said that, I measured his balls or whatever, and they compared to everybody's average balls. Like, she basically said he has average balls.
Well, Miz coming on and fully admitting that he measures his balls was great. So
Yeah.
But aside from that, this shit sucked. Like,
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
I really don't.
Are you grading it?
I really don't care about it.
You grading it?
Half star?
Cool. Jay?
Yeah, I want to talk about this.
Oh boy.
Is this serious? We don't want to hear it, mute your mics, but I really want to talk about this. This is a prime example of a talented star we have here with a lot of followers and can actually do some wrestling moves like Pat McAfee. And this is what happens when we underutilize him. We put him in situations like this for him to try to get a pop over with the crowd, and guess what? It did not work tonight. New York City was ripping him apart, and so is his stupid little brother. No offense. I don't like his brother either. So I'm with New York on that. So going to this, nothing worked for Logan Paul. Welcome to Monday Night Raw. No pop. Silent. Everything he was saying, boos. You're trying to make this guy into this baby face, and it didn't work from the jump when Miz attacked him for no apparent reason to set him up a baby face when he was coming back to sign with the company. So you just had us lost since day one. This is sad. I don't like this comical shit of balls or massive balls. I think this is just silly. This is going back with these creative writers that Triple H is going to surround him with. I'm going to give half a star like Dave, man.
Okay.
Half a star. And I give it to Maurice. I don't even give it to the Miz. I give it to Maurice. Slap.
Copy that. Gilch, what do you say?
Yeah, he just took my line I was going to open up with. I said I agree that half a star goes to Maurice. That's exactly what I was going to say. Yeah, like a mess. And I was a little disappointed, like Jay said, that nothing worked for Logan Paul. Like, I was a little surprised. Like, he really couldn't get, like...
It was a little crap, but, like, this match was, like, he wasn't in charge of creative, though, at the time. Like, he signed him, but somebody else put him with The Miz. So, all this was, created, maybe even by Vince, or maybe even by Logan. Logan maybe said, I want to work with The Miz again. Like, I'll come back, but I want to work with him, because I know him, I'm comfortable with him. We don't really know the reasons why behind all this or how it came about, truthfully.
He's a crossover
To be a
star,
baby face.
Yeah.
That's what it was. He wanted to be a baby face. We had no explanation for months.
I don't know why.
And then we got this bullshit explanation that, he had the top star and all that. That's bullshit. It was just he just wanted to be baby face. That's it. They gave
It's crazy to me
on
how
a
many
silver
followers
platter.
he has.
I mean, it got like Lacey Evans cringe out there tonight.
It got bad for him tonight. This was
I wouldn't
bad.
go that far.
I would. It's gonna be like if this is a weekly thing, impulsive TV. Yeah, it's bad.
They're gonna flip him heel if it is.
The whole idea
Just
of
flip him heel.
impulsive
That's all.
TV is just terrible.
Yeah. He could have did something better, more original. Like, why are you just trying to copy what the Miz does? Except people watch it.
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck? Whatever. It's stupid. Let's move on. I'm not even gonna give it a grade. I'll agree with you guys. Fine, half a star for Maurice. She was good. I even give her 1 star. She is a star. The fact that she has kids and still looks that damn good, and can come up, get into the ring. She had a match. Last year at WrestleMania? Was it the year before? She had a tag team match with The Miz. It was recently, like 2 or 3 years, whatever. She had a tag team match with The Miz. And she also fought, Cena and Nikki, right? I think they had another tag team match that was even longer ago. So I give her credit, man. She's a full-time mom. Still manages to come out and look better than her husband. Has bigger balls than him. I like it. It's good. Poor Miz. Miz ended up looking like shit after all this. Poor guy. Ah, man, he's got average balls.
What do you mean? He came out of after doing the crushing finale and all that. He came out on top of it. But
no, I know, but like working with Logan in this stupid story, they could have been much better. They should have did more vignettes like outside in the real world. Logan Paul's like a superstar billionaire kind of guy. He rolls with billionaires. Have something crazy vignettes of him on like fucking private jets with the world's biggest fucking stars. Like going to fucking parties, going to like, make something crazy, hype him up before you bring him on TV and just make him do impulsive TV. Like, you know what I mean? There's people that are in WWE who have no idea who Logan Paul is. They're not his followers. So this is the first thing they're seeing of him, really. And, it's not good, in my opinion. But, that's me. Anyway, we get an interview with Street Profits. Nice new shirts. I like their shirt that they had tonight, which, again, new merch, new shirt. I'm pretty sure that the Bloodline's going to have a heart attack on Saturday night. And now the Usos face off with the Street Profits, and we see Double J with the ref shirt on. Now both teams start arguing, and Double J tells them to both shut up and keep the peace. Keep shit talking. Whoever continues, I will remember it at SummerSlam. He leaves, and then, of course, Profits can't resist. I have to go on. We want the smoke. And Usos are like, we Unitarians are the what? And Double J comes back, and they're just like, I'm sorry. Please don't screw us at SummerSlam. Comes back, they all shut up. And then next, we're going to get a match between Alpha Academy versus AJ Styles and Dolph Ziggler. And I need you guys to all do me a big favor. All right? I need you all to shush. I can't do it as good as him. I got to practice. Shush. Nah, he does it good. The best shusher in the world right now. Please, New York, I'm disappointed in you. Don't be, mad at me. Don't be mad at somebody who's an Olympian, someone who has a master's degree and did it with a 4.0 GPA. You decided to live in this putrid excuse of an island, not me. Okay? It's an island, in fact, that's about to end up at the bottom of the ocean with the amount of human garbage on top of it. You guys are going to make this place collapse. Don't be mad at me. That's just science. No rhyme, no reason. These two are now on the same team, he says, AJ Styles and Dolph Ziggler. And he says it reminds him of an organization he likes to call the New York Knicks. An embarrassment. Son of a bitch. I love you, Chad Gable, but you're a son of a bitch. He says, do New York a favor and let them get a real look at a tag team. The Intellect, and I like this line at the end, like their new nicknames. I'm the Intellect Gable and the Tree Trunk Otis, the Alpha Academy. Thank you. And I like this because I think Triple H likes Gable, and I think he likes Otis, big time, from NXT days. And we really haven't seen Alpha Academy focused on their own storyline and having their own matches. They're usually always involved in someone else's bullshit. So it was actually nice for a change to just see Alpha Academy come out tonight, have a promo about them and their team. I know Gilch probably don't like this one, man, because they shitted on the Knicks. But I like Chad Gable. I am a Gable guy. He's a great wrestler, great in-ring technician. I'm not the biggest guy on Otis, but if Gable vouches for him, then I vouch for him. So Otis has my approval as well, because Gable is very talented in the ring. Very underutilized, very underrated. Anyway, the match starts off Dolph with a high drop kick to Gable, tag to AJ, who comes in, hits another beautiful drop kick on Gable, who was too busy shushing people. Now AJ with a nice leaping attack over the top rope as we go to break. Back from break, we see Alpha kicking AJ's ass as they show us footage during the break of Otis absolutely destroying AJ all over the arena and the outside the ring. Now the tag, Dolph back in with a big super kick to Otis. Then he hits the rope to go for another shot on Otis, who just flattens Dolph. Absolutely flattens him. Very good move, very good sell. Now the tag to Gable. Gable with a beautiful Northern Light suplex and an even prettier rolling through German suplex on Dolph. Now Chad going to the top rope, goes for the moonsault, but Dolph dodges. Chad did stutter a little bit on the landing of that moonsault. Then Dolph connects the super kick. Pin, save from Otis. Now AJ with a leap from the top rope. Otis catches AJ. We get a super kick from Dolph, Pele kick from AJ. Now Gable looking for another rolling German suplex, but Dolph hits the zigzag and picks up the 1, 2, 3. I actually gave this match a 2.5, but I thought it was way too short. You know, it was like the only real match of the night with a real pinfall, like no bullshit story, like, you know, cheating or DQ or whatever. I don't know. I'll go to you, Gilch, first, because I see you're ready to say something.
No, I really don't have anything to say. Like, if I never saw Otis ever again, I'd be fine. And I'm kind of on board with you with Gable. I do like Gable, but enough with this. It's not working.
So you wouldn't take a picture with Otis, is what you're saying?
Probably take a picture.
Oh, okay. All right. Dave, how about you?
I'm not really fond of, like, Gable is a great wrestler, but he is annoying. I don't like him for that.
That's his character right now.
That's the character, and you know he's fulfilling his character, so I give him that. But aside from that, he's a great wrestler, that very good wrestler. But his character is annoying. So like whenever he comes out, I'm like, oh god, I get like disdained. So as far as the match goes, it was alright. You know, it had its moments, but I wasn't too high in it, so if I were to grade it, probably like a 2.5, like you did. Nothing crazy.
Okay. Jay, how about you? What are you grading it?
This was horrible. I'm glad I was sober tonight to see this bullshit. There was nothing special in this match. I don't like Alpha Academy. You're right. They're great wrestlers. They'll fit perfect in Impact Wrestling. They could use some tag team over there. But I don't need to see it
Son
here.
of a bitch.
And let's face it. What the hell did we see? Did we really see a talented main event guy like AJ Styles, who should be fighting for the belt all the time, to admit this is what they made him? So
how's he gonna fight for the belt
that,
when Brock's fighting for the belt?
Whoever did that should be with the sound guy that needs to get fired in the first segment when the mic dropped. He needs to go with his ass and get the hell out. It was nothing special. I'm not rating.
That was a good line by Heyman, actually. That's good.
Not rating this. No.
You're not rating it? Okay. Is anybody else rating it? I don't even... Nothing, Dave? What'd you give it? Nothing?
I gave it like a 2, remember?
2? No, I don't fucking remember. That's why I'm fucking asking. But, alright, fuck this match. We're going into the main event, baby. Alpha Academy, and, oh, wow, I fucked up on this one. No, that's okay. It's a picture. No, they're not in the main event. Apparently, I got too many fucking things going on that I wrote in that, but it still has the picture of Roman and Riddle. It's going to be Roman and the Usos versus Riddle and the Street Profits. And guess what? The Tribal Chief, he's wrestling yet again on a Monday Night Raw. But this time it's at Madison Square Garden. Now, when was the last time we saw Roman wrestle? Was it the match against Riddle?
SmackDown. I know it was SmackDown.
Was it the match? Yeah, I think it was the match against Riddle, wasn't it?
The same
I think so.
When the fuck was that? I felt like that was like a month and a half ago almost. It was a while ago.
I think it was like we saw. 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah, it wasn't in like in what was the one in California, wasn't it?
I don't know. That shit was a while ago. But anyway, we can see the Roman Reigns, the Tribal Chief. He's showing up to work tonight to wrestle. This is the third time he'll be coming out tonight. Riddle and the Street Profits versus Roman and the Usos. Profits were wearing awesome New York Knicks gear, custom for the Profits. Riddle laying shots on Jay, and the Profits with, the over-the-top rope attack, taking out the Usos, as the Tribal Chief watches on as we go to break. Back from break, Riddle is getting abused by Jay and is being stomped on by the Bloodline corner as well. Usos taking turns stomping, now stomping together. Roman was enjoying this. Now Roman is going to grace us with his presence. Roman extends the hand for the tag, and Jimmy with the tag. Here comes the big dog, who now begins the assault on Riddle with clobbering shots in the corner, 10 of them to be exact. Now a big running clothesline and puts Riddle down. Roman with a nice standard suplex, cover and a kick out. Now the tag to Jay, who continues to pick apart Riddle, and Riddle needs to desperately make a tag. Stiff chop from Jay, nice camera work to get us new angles on Ford's attack, who does like an enziguri, goes like on this little flurry, but is quickly put down by Roman Reigns' Uranagi. Montez Ford is now busted open and bleeding from a cut in the eyebrow, it looks like, and I was trying to figure out what busted him open. So before I read the rest, Jay, Dave, or Gilch, did anybody see how he got busted open?
Turnbuckle shot.
Turnbuckle shot?
When Roman had him and threw him in turnbuckle in the head. That was it.
Damn.
I paid it back. Yeah.
Little
It was very
turnbuckle?
fast, very, very fast.
It looked like it was a pretty.
Like sideways, so it just hit like.
It looked like it was a pretty good cut, though. I'll tell you that.
But it
Like,
hit the pad. Though,
he was
but I
getting
think
some
that
bleeding, man.
force was- yeah.
Roman?
Try to skin?
Yeah, Roman with a
They
Superman
even
punch.
rewind it, yeah, they paid
Sorry, let me just finish this bullshit. Roman with a Superman punch on Riddle. The cover, save from Ford. Ford dumps Jay over the top rope and does a diving attack. Another diving attack from Jimmy. Now they're standing tall until Dawkins takes them both out. Now Roman slamming Dawkins in the steel steps. Takes him, goes out back into the ring, and Riddle kicks him and connects the vintage Orton DDT to Roman. Riddle now looking for the RKO. Roman with a nasty counter, grabbing Riddle and chucking him, hits the spear and picks up the 1-2-3 in MSG. New York always gets the special treatment. Now Roman and the Usos holding up all the gold to end the night, or so I think, because no, Rollins would then come out, pass by fucking Roman Reigns, laughing at him. This was a good visual, as Seth tells Roman, bye-bye. Now Rollins with the attack all over Riddle to hype up their SummerSlam match. Nice curb stomp on the steel steps by Rollins to close the show. Because what kind of Monday Night Raw would it be without a little Monday Night Rollins? And Gilch, we'll go to you first. Give me the grade on the match and your thoughts on Rollins' attack on Riddle.
I'll give the match a 2. It was okay. The ending, Seth walking out, just being Seth, that's 4 stars.
Dave?
I'm in agreement. I give it a 2. It was a pretty straightforward match. The end was a good surprise. I was hoping that Seth did something towards Roman, but of course he went after Riddle. And like I said, the outfit just had me. I'm like, damn, when is he gonna moonwalk? Because he looked like Michael Jackson and Billie Jean with that stuff. So that's the thing that caught my attention the most.
Okay. Jay?
I'm gonna give it 2.5, and I really would hate right now to see the Street Profits win the belts, because this is the match that should launch Montez Ford into singles. He was unbelievable. The moonsault spot. Let's talk about when he got busted open. He did the block, busted on Roman. Roman was even selling for him. He was hitting everything on the mark. I can't say nothing bad about Montez Ford in this match. And I wish it was the breakthrough match for him to go solo. But it doesn't look like it, but it's average, and I'm going to give it 2.5. The ending was great. I thought it really made the crowd come alive, even though the crowd was really alive into the match, but it was a bigger pop, and it was great. Like I said a million times, I don't like Riddle doing repetitive other people's moves. And Randy Orton's not there. He's not going to be there for the whole year. And we need to see more of that shit. So 2.5.
Okay. I'm giving that match a 3, and it's mostly because of the ending. That catch by Roman, to counter Riddle and throw him across the ring and then just run right away into a spear. It looked very good. It looked like something we haven't really seen before. So I'll give that a 3. Seth Rollins coming out is definitely a fucking 5-star moment. The laugh at fucking Roman, the tribal chief, is a 5-star moment. The curb stomp on the steel stairs is a 5-star moment. So I loved it. Raw in general was a 3-star show for me, and that's because it actually had moments tonight that made me laugh. Who's your daddy? Your daddy's no longer here anymore. Maurice with the measuring balls. There was a couple of moments that made me laugh tonight, have a good time. And the fact that we got to see our tribal chief 3 different times tonight give me 3 different reasons to give it 3 stars. So a 3-star Monday Night Raw for me in general. I liked it. What are you guys rating the show in general? Jay, you first.
I'm going to give it a 2.5. It was all right. It wasn't great. It was in New York, so I'm a New Yorker just like all of y'all. And I'm going to just stay with that. It was just okay. It was nothing special. What made it okay was just Roman Reigns. And New York City, of course.
Yeah, of course. New York City. How about you, Gilch?
Yeah, I'll go 3. Some more good moments than not tonight compared to over the last couple of weeks. Some entertaining spots, some funny spots. So, yeah.
Okay, how about you, Dave?
For me, actually, I give it a 2. because I had a little more expectation. Had Triple H came out, I probably would have gave it a more better star. But I came in tonight thinking like this was gonna be like, you know, a game changer tonight, especially knowing that H is a full creative, and I just came into this show expecting more, and then I didn't get that. So
Yeah,
I
you
give it a 2.
definitely didn't get that. 2 is not a bad grade. Anyway, it was a good fucking time. I liked it because there was some unique matches, like the Drew Theory. I liked how Theory went over in the beginning. He looked tough when he was fighting the Usos. He didn't care that Roman was in the ring. Still hit them with the fucking briefcase. It was a nice setup, but it sets us up for SummerSlam. That's what the show's supposed to do. We still got one more WWE show that pumps up SummerSlam, and that's going to be SmackDown, of course. We'll be here live for, of course,
No Brock
NXT.
either. No Brock.
Yeah,
in
no Brock
NXT.
tonight. No, maybe Friday we'll get that final face down between Brock and Roman. I'm assuming, but we'll have to wait and see. But tomorrow night, me and Jay will definitely be around for NXT. Wednesday night, we'll see if the whole crew gets back together for AEW. Thursday night, it's a possibility I might actually watch Impact for the first time because of somebody named Joey Janela. And I want to see if he's going to be on TV with that Shiner that I saw him get live on Sunday.
And your Impact Media Digital Champion, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
No.
And then, of course, Friday night SmackDown, and that leaves us with Saturday SummerSlam, where I will be doing live play-by-play July 30th. This Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern, I will be doing the whole show. So if you don't want to pay to watch it, you can come here and hear the live play-by-play. I'm not sure if anybody's going to be joining me, but you're all more than welcome. Does anybody have any other final thoughts before I take us out with a little Max Caster and a little Crittext?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Dave. I just want to say something. I was very, very disappointed that Rhea Ripley did not even get a huge pop like I thought it would be. I thought it was a disappointment of her coming back.
Well, maybe half the
think she was
people
in the
weren't
back,
even.
though.
Half the people were getting a hot dog maybe while they were. You know, it's not like she was in the ring.
Yeah, she came out in the ring.
Still,
She
I didn't-
definitely would have got a better pop.
I think she would have got a pop if
That's
she
the
would have came
segment,
with it.
though. The second one.
It was a nice surprise, though. Not for
Yeah,
nothing.
that was. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I was surprised and happy to see her.
Connect. That's all I'll say.
I'm looking forward for Wednesday because we're gonna see Bryan Danielson back, so I'm excited for that.
He's fighting Daniel Garcia, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, it
so
should be
I'm
good.
actually looking really. And by the way, I know I didn't get to watch most of it, but did you see the whole pay-per-view on Saturday?
No, I missed it, man. I got to see
I saw the Claudio.
part of one match with Claudio, and then I saw like literally the ending of the FTR match. Like, so I was like, "Fuck!" But at least they won, so I was like, "Okay, that's cool."
Yeah, I mean, I caught the Samoa Joe match and the FTR match. And the FTR match, man, let me tell you, I've heard of the Briscoe guys, and I've never really got to see them live, see them wrestle.
It was good.
And
I heard
man,
good
that
things.
match was great, bro. Like when I saw that match, I was like, wow, dude, these guys are really good together. They have
Oh,
really good
yeah.
chemistry.
They've been together a long time. That's
Jay
why.
Briscoe's a shit.
So that was really good. And then after the outcome, I heard stories about Gresham cursing out Tony Khan and wanting a release and all that shit. So
Yeah, yeah.
that's pretty interesting.
No, there was a lot of people talking last night about like a lot of drama in AEW. Basically, like
Yeah, there's rumors that the communication with creative isn't too good. Like they can't.
Nah,
they don't
people are just
communicate.
getting cursed out right now. They're not happy with their direction. They're not happy with their place on the card. They're not, it's wrestling, bro. There's nothing new.
I would
Everybody just
agree,
bitching.
though. I would agree with Grisham though on this. So
Yeah, but what are you
I
gonna
heard
do?
Grisham's
I would
most
agree.
biggest gripe was the timing of the match. He said that he thought the time
And
of
there
the
was
match should have been longer.
miscommunication. There was no communication. You said
I think,
towards the ending
I think
before the match.
I think it is just like a lot of the same. It's just like nowadays in social media era, we know when like one guy's like pissed. Oh, it's like one quick tweet, and then it's like all over the place within a couple of minutes. I don't know.
It's like a Leon Ruff, right?
The one thing I will say is that how are you gonna have your world championship match the opening match? Like I know in certain circumstances it makes
I
sense.
thought that was gonna be the
But
main
for
event.
Ring of Honor, it didn't make sense to me.
They did that because FTR is the main event, and that's why.
I
Well,
guess. but
Tony explained that.
Opening match?
in ROH,
FTR's more
going
over
for-
right now than Claudio and fucking Gresham. Let's be honest. Come on, man.
I didn't get to see the Wheeler Yuler and and Daniel Garcia.
You didn't miss that. You didn't miss it.
From what I've been reading, a lot of people have been saying that's the best match of the night. I was like, what the hell?
I doubt it.
So,
Actually, I don't know.
I didn't catch it.
That was the one I was excited to see. I told you, so I want to see it.
Maybe. I'll probably watch that pay-per-view. Maybe like this weekend or something when I get a little extra time.
You definitely should watch the main event, though. The main event.
No, I definitely want to watch the FTR match. I'm pissed that I fucking missed that shit, so I'll probably watch it coming up. But again, this has been episode 66, Wrestling with Savage. We bring you Raw. We bring you some wrestling talk. Shout out again to Max Caster and Crittext, who are about to take us out right now. Good night, Jay. Good night, Dave. Good night, Gilch. Everybody, God bless. Good night. We'll see you guys next time. Everybody, have a good night. This is Savage from Wrestling with Savage. I'm here today to watch real professional wrestling.
Pedigree, 1, 2, 3, Roger, you live as a champ. A last ride straight to hell, a tombstone, a choke slam. Here to give it to you raw. This is Wrestling with Savage. SmackDown, hold the title. This is Wrestling with Savage. What?
Wrestling with Savage begins now.
This is Savage from Wrestling with Savage. I'm here today to watch real professional wrestling with a real professional wrestler who has a future that you can't even fathom. Mr. Max Caster, welcome. How you doing, sir?
Oh my gosh, this is amazing. And I just want to say you are listening to Wrestling with Savage. I'm told the best podcast in the history of podcasts.
Possibly true. Yes,
It was
I believe that.
a biased opinion.
Absolutely, man. Max Caster, your future AEW champion. Fucking man.
Yeah.
Good shit, bro. Thank you.